Organic compounds are essentially carbon compounds. They show some general characteristics in their reactions. For example, the combustion reactions. All organic compounds on combustion give carbon dioxide, water, and they release heat. Combustion is burning in the presence of oxygen. So all organic compounds on burning in the presence of oxygen, they give carbon dioxide, water, and they release heat. So if we have alkanes, say methane on reaction with oxygen gives carbon dioxide, water, and releases heat. Similarly, ethane, another alkane, gives the same products. Alkenes, ethene, propene, and so on, they also give the same products on burning in the presence of oxygen. That is, they release carbon dioxide, water, and heat. Similarly, alkynes, so we have ethyne, propyne, on burning in the presence of oxygen, they also give the same products. That is, carbon dioxide, water, and heat. So what are the products of this chemical reaction? So if we see, the reactants are C3H8. C3H8 is propane. From the general formula, CnH2n plus 2, we know 3 2s are 6, 7, 8. So this is propane. It has 3 carbon atoms. All organic compounds on burning in the presence of oxygen, they give carbon dioxide, water, and they release heat. Similarly, propane on burning in the presence of oxygen gives carbon dioxide, water, and it releases heat. So these are the products, that is carbon dioxide, water, and heat. So similarly for alcohols, alcohols are also organic compounds. So we have ethanol on burning in oxygen gives carbon dioxide, water, and heat. So is true for carboxylic acids. When they are burnt in oxygen, they give the same products, that is CO2, H2O, and they also release heat. Now alkanes on burning in the presence of oxygen, that is on combustion, they also give some special reactions. Let's see some of them. When there is insufficient supply of air or oxygen, it gives carbon monoxide. When there is surplus or sufficient amount of oxygen, all alkanes form carbon dioxide and water. Now in this case, when there is insufficient supply of air or oxygen, that is, oxygen is insufficient, so instead of forming carbon dioxide, which needs 2 atoms per molecule, it forms carbon monoxide. In carbon monoxide, there is only 1 atom of oxygen. So in insufficient supply of air or oxygen, all alkanes form carbon monoxide and water. Also recall the 3 functional groups, alcohol, aldehyde, and carboxylic acids. Their reactions are very interesting. So when there is catalytic oxidation of the alkanes, catalytic oxidation means oxidation in the presence of catalysts. Now that is, if we use copper tube, copper here acts as a catalyst. When methane is oxidized in the presence of a catalyst copper, it forms methanol. Now if we use another catalyst, molybdenum oxide, it forms the corresponding aldehyde. It forms methanol plus water. In the presence of another catalyst, that is manganese, it forms the corresponding carboxylic acid, which is methanoic acid plus water. So one catalyst, copper, gives the corresponding alcohol. So from methane, we get methanol. Using another catalyst, we get methanol. And using another catalyst, we get methanoic acid. Similarly for ethane, by using the same catalysts, so when we use copper, ethane gives the corresponding alcohol. That is, it gives ethanol. When we use molybdenum oxide, it gives the corresponding aldehyde, which is ethanol plus water. And when we use manganese, it gives us the corresponding carboxylic acid, which is ethanoic acid. So we get CH3COOH plus water. So the three functional groups, that is alcohol, aldehyde and carboxylic acids, can be formed using catalysts for the same alkane. So from one alkane, by using different catalysts, we get the three functional groups. Now when there is slow combustion, by using only one catalyst, all the products can be formed. So we start with a particular alkane. There is slow combustion in the presence of a catalyst, potassium dichromate. So this K2Cr2O7 is a special catalyst, potassium dichromate. This sign shows there is oxidation taking place. So on oxidation in the presence of K2Cr2O7, the alkane forms alcohol. By using the same catalyst, it forms aldehyde. Aldehyde gives carboxylic acid, and the final step remains the same. That is, all organic compounds on combustion, they form carbon dioxide plus water. So the last step, that is carboxylic acid on oxidation, gives carbon dioxide plus water. So let's take methane. Now methane, we oxidize it in the presence of potassium dichromate. This is a special catalyst. It forms the corresponding alcohol, which is methanol. Now how do we see it's a corresponding alcohol? We see both of them have one carbon. Now in methane there is one carbon atom, in methanol there is one carbon atom. If this is continued, the alcohol gives aldehyde. So from methanol we get methanol. Both of them have one carbon atom, so this is the corresponding aldehyde. If this is continued, we get the carboxylic acid. So from methanol we get methanoic acid. And the final step remains the same. That is, on oxidation, methanoic acid forms carbon dioxide plus water. So this is the sequence which is obtained when an alkane is oxidized in the presence of a catalyst, potassium dichromate. It's true for other alkanes. For example, if we take ethane, we have ethane, we use potassium dichromate. It first forms the corresponding alcohol, which is ethanol. If we repeat the process, it forms the corresponding aldehyde, that is CH3CHO. Count the number of carbon atoms to form the corresponding aldehyde, and so on. So in this case, we see 2 carbon atoms. So the corresponding aldehyde contains 2 carbon atoms. Similarly, if this is continued, it forms the corresponding carboxylic acid. So from CH3CHO, we get CH3COOH. The aldehyde is converted into the carboxylic acid, and the final step again remains the same. So all carboxylic acids on oxidation, they form carbon dioxide plus water. So let's do a question here. We're given an organic compound, CH3OH, and we have to identify A. So in this case, oxidation is taking place in the presence of a catalyst, potassium dichromate. So what is A? We know all alcohols on oxidation in the presence of potassium dichromate form the corresponding aldehyde. In this case, we have one carbon atom. So the corresponding aldehyde contains one carbon atom. So the corresponding aldehyde is HCHO. So we have methanol containing one carbon atom. In the presence of potassium dichromate, if it is oxidized, it forms the corresponding aldehyde, which is HCHO, that is methanol. So all organic compounds on combustion, that is on burning in the presence of oxygen, they form carbon dioxide, water, and they release a lot of heat. Alkanes show some special reactions. On slow combustion in the presence of a catalyst, potassium dichromate, all alkanes, they form alcohol. The alcohol then changes into aldehyde, which further forms the carboxylic acid, and the final step remains the same. That is, all carboxylic acids on oxidation form carbon dioxide plus water.